Good morning. If you are new here, my name is Amanda and I have been kind of MIA, but it's just because life has been kind of sucky lately. Yes. Let's say it louder for the ones in the back. Life is just always moving and sometimes sucking. But I am starting therapy tomorrow and I think this is just what I've needed. I'm going to edit that video after this video because I filmed that like a week ago and then I never edited it because I feel like I got emotional in that video and I just don't want to feel those feels. So sometimes, if I'm being completely honest with you, I will film a very honest, transparent video and then I will avoid editing it because I don't want to feel those feelings again. And it's really hard sometimes to watch yourself be sad, feel broken down, feel depressed. But I promise you, I'm going to edit that video after this video because I'm starting therapy tomorrow and I want to talk about how therapy went. And so I think it's important that you all know my thoughts before going into therapy so then we can regroup after therapy. So I will edit that after this, but with that being said, that is not what this video is about. I wanted to talk about the fact that I didn't realize how lucky I am or how fortunate I am or however you want to say it, that I do not have a jealous boyfriend. I don't think that I could be successful in my business in the ways that I need to be if he was jealous, if he was controlling, if he was any of those things. And first off, you should not be with someone like that. But just hear me out. So I do massage. I do lymphatic massage, but regardless, I touch bodies for a living. I actually used to be a waxer as well. So I used to give Brazilians, aka I would touch people's private parts. But now I do lymphatic massage, and although everyone is draped, they are 9 times out of 10 naked. A majority of my clientele is females, 100%, but also you have some male clientele as well. And making connections in my community, like having a business and being out in my community, I have to talk to all different types of people. Maybe I'm not always working on men, but I'm texting them, I'm getting in contact with them. I'm so happy that one is texting me back. And I just feel like if my boyfriend was insecure, jealous, controlling, he would not be supportive of the fact that I'm texting some random guy about meeting up because X, Y, and Z. Or the fact that he knows that I have a male client today and I'm going to be touching his body. Like, it's not like that at all. When I massage, even females, I do not think about it as I'm touching a body. I'm going to be so honest. If I thought about the fact that I am touching somebody else's body this intensely, it gets kind of weird. You can't think about it like that. I literally just take it piece by piece. When I go and I massage, I think, okay, here's the leg. I'm going to do my very best on this leg. Here is the tummy. I'm going to do my very best on the tummy. I am not here focusing on each detail of every single body part. I'm here to just make people feel good, feel better, and if they look better in the process, that is just a bonus because I'm here to make you healthier. And I feel like I didn't realize how fortunate I am that that's not an issue until the other day. Because it's not an issue, and I feel like so often when things aren't an issue, it's easy to just like keep going and not think anything of it. And the minute it's an issue, you're like, oh wait, I'm so upset. But like, why can't we appreciate when it's not an issue as well? Am I making sense? So how I came to this realization actually was I was working on a local chiropractor the other day. She has become one of my friends because we do a lot of pop-up events together, even though we have 2 separate businesses. Somehow we always end up at the same events. And so slowly but surely, we became friends. I was working on her the other day and I was telling her like, we're so lucky that I'm so lucky that my boyfriend does not get jealous. Like, I'm literally texting someone, like, we work on men, we're out in our community, like all of this, and she's like, so true. Like, my boyfriend and I were talking about that the other day, and he said, good thing I don't get jealous, because if you were texting multiple guys and then you're getting excited that now they're coming to see you, like, surface level, that sounds pretty not good considering you have a boyfriend. So I don't know, but I'm just really, really grateful because, yeah, I talk to women, I talk to men, I talk to people of all different ages, because at the end of the day, a connection is a connection. And actually, speaking of this, last night I filmed a reel with my boyfriend, quizzing him basically on if he knows what I do. I asked him my business name, I asked him where are the main lymph nodes located, I asked him all types of things to see. It was pretty fun. It turned out super, super cute. But after posting that, somebody actually sent me my reel. Like, they DM'd me my own reel. It was a guy, and he said, this is my first time that I'm interested. Okay, well, let's take a step back real quick. First off, thank you. I love that you love my video. Was that a backhanded compliment? This was my first time I was interested. What? Does that mean that everything I posted up until this point you thought was trash? Okay, like, we actually cannot get in our head like that. It's not that deep. I just thought it was funny. Like, I just feel like sometimes people have a way with words. But anyways, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, love to hear this. Because we're not gonna live with that whole glass half empty mentality. We're gonna take it as, oh my gosh, I have just resonated with a new audience. My content is finally growing and expanding, and I'm reaching new creative abilities. I don't know. That is my thoughts. If I've never resonated with him before, I did something different that really got him. So cool. He is messaging me about how, you know, he's interested this time. And then he's telling me, like, I would love to collab. I'm always doing pop-ups and events. And he has, like, I don't fully understand his, like, actual, like, job position. But basically they have DJs. They go to, like, EDC. Like, it's, like, a big deal. They do, like, music festivals. Now, I don't know if I've shared this with you. I do a lot of pop-ups, a lot of events, but I want to hold my own. I think it would be so, so cool. I've done so many that I kind of understand where things go right and where things fall short. And if I can take a combination of all those things, mixed with my ideas, I've made a lot of connections in my community. I think I could get a lot of great vendors and create something really, really beautiful. And one of my thoughts is that I wanted to have music. You need music. What if I have a live DJ? That would be so, so fun. Now, I know this person from my workout facility. They actually work out there, and then they also provided the DJ for one of our big workouts. But I don't see him on a regular basis. I work out at 5 a.m. and he works out, I think, in the evening or something. So we only really see each other on Instagram or when there's, like, facility events. My thought was, ooh, when I want to do my event, I'm going to reach out to them. But to be honest with you, like, we're not that close, so I really would have just been, like, shooting my shot. Which I'm happy to do, but, like... So, after he sees it, he's like, oh, I would love to collab sometime. We're always doing events. We're always doing pop-ups. And I'm like, how did this just, like... How did this just work? Like, how did this just piece together so well? I messaged him back after my workout this morning, literally at, like, 6 o'clock in the morning. Messaging this guy at 6 o'clock in the morning, being like... I love to hear this. I would love to collab. I'm working on an event. I want it to be perfect. But once I get the details in line, let's create something beautiful for our community. And it just feels so good for people to want to work with you. Like, of course, I will shoot my shot. I will go and I will promote myself. But I feel like it says a lot about what I'm creating when people ask to work with you. The fact that I'm getting asked to do events, the fact that I'm getting asked to collab with, like, it's just, it makes me feel so, so good and so proud. Today is June 2nd. I celebrate a year and a half in business on June 27th. Holy smokes. The fact that we are celebrating 2 years in December, what? Like, so I went to my boyfriend's little brother's graduation a couple weeks ago. The amount of people that asked me at his graduation, do you still have a business? Are you still doing that business? And initially, I kind of felt a little insulted. Like, that's my livelihood. I had a business. Why would I just give up on it? But I was talking to my boyfriend, and he was like, a lot of people don't make it past a year in business. That wasn't insulting. If anything, like, that's amazing that you can tell them that you're still in business. Like, you are doing an amazing job. And I love to hear that because it's really easy to get in your head. But yes, we're about to celebrate a year and a half in business, and I could not do it without y'all. I know that I'm out there actually doing the work and doing the hustling, but when my mind just feels like it's gonna explode and I just want to cry and freak out, I got my community here on YouTube, and I love you guys so, so much. So thank you. But yeah, that's just so exciting that that opportunity came. But I will tell you, I really appreciate that my boyfriend is not jealous. It's not anything like that. And he understands that it's business, and making these connections is building into our future, into our family, you know? Like, he sees the bigger picture. But I'm not going to lie to you. Sometimes when I do have to have these conversations with these men, I feel kind of weird about it. Like, I am completely strictly business, always. But it's like, I don't just, like, go out of my way to talk to other men. So having these conversations having these DMs. I don't know. It just makes me feel weird. I share with my boyfriend, so it's not like it's like, I don't know. It's just like this thing. That's like one time I went to Starbucks and the guy in the drive-thru called me beautiful and I felt guilty, but like he called me beautiful. So then I had to tell my boyfriend because I didn't want to seem like I don't know. I'm like way too loyal, but like, is that a bad thing? With that being said, oh my goodness. So my boyfriend and I went and saw Lilo and Stitch in theaters last night. It was so cute. Comment down below if you have seen it. But with that being said, we got some snacks and my tummy is feeling them this morning. I've already worked out and I think that movement just made my digestion start working. So I think, bestie, I'm gonna have to head out. Your girl needs to go to the bathroom. But I love you so, so much. I hope you are doing so amazing. And until next time, bestie, I will update you on therapy. I will update you on life. And if you are going through something, if you want to share something, if you want to celebrate, if you just want to comment down below because you know I love to read it. And until next time, bestie, bye.